What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Rod again with another video. Guys, today I was just this video I'm trying to make recently. Just you know, it just took a little bit of time, but I'm trying to break down a little bit of like the Man United striker options when it comes to the summer transfer. We have injury or boost. Eden Heaven. Um, is pretty much out of his protective boots, so he's back. He'll probably be back after the international break as well. And then we also have some little insights on like Project 2021, 28. You know, just some little bits of information that have come up from the club in the past couple of days to like give some awareness of what's going on. But let's jump right into it. Also, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button for more for your boy, for more content. And now we're on our way to 60 subscribers. We are just three subscribers away from hitting 60 subscribers. Help your boy. Let's get those subscribers up. Let's build that community. You know what I'm saying? But again, let's jump right to it. So, it's some names that have popped up from the club as regards to the the summer transfer targets when it comes to like United striker options, because we need an experienced striker. Rasmus is still young; he's still learning his craft as well, as we all know it. But I think Rasmus is a good striker because there's possibilities that when he gets the service, he will score. Just because I've seen a couple of videos or like what he was last season, Rasmus was the best when it came to conversion rate. So he will get like 5 chances and score maybe 3 or 4 of them. You know, he finished really good. He just did not have enough service because even like some of the shots on goal, some of the teams give their strikers like 3 or 4 shots per game. Rasmus will get probably like one per game. That's what it's averaging, and it's not good for a striker of like Man United. So some of the names that popped up were like Jonathan David. Jonathan David is one of those players who have been around for like years, for like a year, like 2, 3 years or 4. He has been on free. He has been, but big teams don't go for him. It's not that he's not good, but he's the kind of player who I think United was going for those. United will go for him because he's free, which means they don't have to spend no money. Because the players who we actually need that will help us close the gap in regards to like the Manchester Cities, the Arsenals and Liverpools and those teams that are like top, top, top. United will need players like Gyökere or Osimnhe or Benjamin Sesko. But the thing is, United won't be able to make that happen because we are financially in a dungeon. We're financially in oblivion. We are financially like bank, like down to the bottom barrel. So it's just gonna be like really tough to pull those levers or pull whatever strategy they're trying to get to buy players like that, because before they talked about they were older and they needed younger strikers. And then they brought again players and strikers like Mateta. Mateta is older than even Osimhen and Gyökere. So, but the thing is, Mateta will be bought on a cheaper, or Gyökere and Osimhen will be bought probably like 60, 70 million. That's what they are worth. They are strikers, and strikers go way expensive than even like defenders or midfielders or goalkeepers. So it's just insane, because I don't think United has the possibility or the capability financial wise to pull those off. They slack on deals, and I think some of the clubs will probably increase or inflate the prices of some of their strikers because they know United is desperate. And sometimes when United gets to be desperate, they pay like crazy wages or transfer fees for a player, and then when that player comes in, there's so much on their soldiers. They're put there. It's like they like they don't get stuck on them. The media just is ready to go at them. So I just think United will try to go for like cheaper versions of like strikers. But I think Rasmus is good. He's just young. If we get service, I think we should actually get creativity first. Because even if you bring like a Osimhen or a Gyökere or whoever they're trying to think they will bring down to the club as an experienced striker, if there's no creativity, he'll be the same as a Holland has been. Without having no service. Player. Sometimes they call it graveyard shift. There won't be no service, and strikers are like they are appraised by their goals. And if there's no goals, they pretty much have a shit game. So that's an issue. So but Jonathan David, for that, I think he'll be good. He's a good player. But he's not the kind of player that you need to if you're trying to close the gap between the Arsenals and Man Cities and Liverpool because they are going ahead. So you need the players to catch up, because they are trying to do things in the future, buying players for like 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years. Football is like in the now. You want to beat City now because the more you wait, those teams become better. So with the striker options, hopefully I see what they're doing in the transfer window. But I really think Gyökere will be a good fit because Amorim is really, 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 really of a know of who this player is. He made him who he is, and it will be fun or nice to have him in the club. Another thing is Rasmus. He has scored in his past 2 games. The last game was against Leicester, and he also scored against Portugal. And some people don't really like the fact that he did it. The worst of it is because he made the celebration, like. But the thing is, as much as I said before that Ronaldo has been his idol. Most of these young stars, Ronaldo has been their idol. Myself, Ronaldo is my idol. If I actually had to go play football, I wear jersey number 7. I wear Nikes. I always want to play like an outside left winger, or I try to do things like Ronaldo would try to do. Most of us have had that look up to Ronaldo because he inspired a lot of younger generations. So Rasmus is one of them. But people thought like he was mocking Ronaldo doing that celebration, and he had to clear it out. Like Ronaldo has been one of my idols growing up. I love Manchester United. I support Man United because of Ronaldo and stuff like that. So I don't think people are just trying to make too much out of him, like a mountain out of an ant hill. So I don't think there's anything like too flesh to that meat. Like there's nothing really, really, really into it. He's just excited being a fanboy, being against his mentor, like idol, scoring a goal that is important for his own nation. So I get it. I don't think Ronaldo will be mad. He'll probably be disappointed because he hoped they won, and they say return leg. So hopefully Portugal that I like could go through because I'm a supporter of Cristiano Ronaldo as well. So that aside, we have good news. Injury boost, Aiden Heaven. We had that injury that he sustained against Leicester City that we all thought was like a season ender. But that is not going to happen because Aiden Heaven is out of his protective boots because he was seen leaving Manchester United with a boot, which means it wasn't that bad. He also put on Instagram a post where he said, "Thank you, fans, for the support and encouragement that he's healing properly." That I put on my last video. So it's really nice to have him out of protective boots, which means he pretty much will be back in training and probably will be back playing after the international break. So that's a really good update from the club. I know that came up from like Logan Wilwell, I guess earlier in the Daily Mail or Manchester United Evening News. So that is really, really, really good to see because we really need and desperately need a left-sided centre back. Luke Shaw is not fit. Martinez is out of the season, and Lindelof, he's shaky, but he was also on injury and he had just got back. Excuse me. So Eddie Heaven has really played really good because that game he was playing really, really well before he sustained that injury, and then against Sociedad he was really, really, really fantastic on the ball in defensive aspects of the game. He was really, really, really outstanding. He also made that cameo against Arsenal, so I think Amorim really trusts him and feels like he's really ready to take on that role. So it will be fun and happy to see him back playing. So I just think the injury will just take a little bit of time. So hopefully he's back playing, and also some news came about today where United talk about like their project 2021 and stuff like that. Like I guess, is it Nicobot or engaged? They were on an interview where they were talking about they were asked about Man United if they will be able to win the title again, and they said it's going to take a while because teams are not just going to wait to see United come and take a trophy because the club is trying to do things like put it 2021, put it 2028. They're trying to win the trophy in like 2028, in like 5 years time. Trying to beat the stadium in like 5 years time. Like everything they're trying to do is in the future, and the future is something you are not really guaranteed that you will actually face or see or meet. Everything is about the now. Because yesterday is done. You can't get back to yesterday. It's about the present, and that is now. That's what you live now. And they are not making things looking like they want to win today or they want to win in the nearest future. They think about buying young players to be for a future, and it's really sad because you can't really win with just young players. Chelsea, for example, they don't have no experienced player that is going to guide them. That's what they keep feeling. That's what Chelsea is feeling. That's what I think Chelsea is feeling. They don't have older players of experience that could guide the little ones, nurture them. Because that's what happens when you have a football club that is well run. You have experience and you have the youth, because the youths get developed and are shielded by the experience. So when the experience are going or fading away, the youths are already accustomed to how the club is run, and they just like blending and gelling like just easy, you know. So it's really going to be tough if they're trying to do those kids, because if they're trying to look at project 2021 to win the trophy in like 2021 or 2025 or 2028, whatever the year it may be, it's like five other clubs who are not going to wait for Man United to get their shit together before they can win another title. You know, like Aston Villa is trying to boost and trying to be the best they can be in transfers and get new players. Arsenal will be only getting better. Liverpool will be getting better. City will also get better from what they want this season. You know, this is unlike a City team, so they're trying to go. They're trying to probably get funds in the summer to get a better start of next season. Because what United is trying to do is like it's like everybody's in the competition to run the race, and then everybody's trying to go ahead. And the United is like, oh, I'll lace my shoes right now. You know, can you guys wait for me until I can get past Sakowit? Like nobody's trying to wait for you, bro. Everybody's trying to make the best out of a situation to get back and get better. You know, so if United is trying to wait and do things like in 2025 or 2026 or 2027, 2028, whatever the year may be, you know, other teams are trying to progress ahead. Liverpool is already like got like three steps ahead of Man United. How do you close that gap? You know, you don't want to wait future like 3, 4, 5 years to catch it. You want to do it now. So if the players you want to buy players who are of quality. You know, yes, you want to get youth, but try to mix them with experience. You could get a 25-year-old, you could get 26-year-old. You don't want those by just 18, 19. But they are young. Yes, they are hungry. But at the end of the day, they don't have the experience to deal with certain pressures that will come, be in losing games or winning for title or getting criticisms. You want those elderly players to guide the younger ones in the right direction so the club can have prosperity with a blend of both. You know, so those project things they're talking about, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work in any lifetime. And Gagné said it's gonna take a while. You know, they even said if he was bought in this state, he's gonna suffer. But he hopes that Amorim, he says Amorim looks like he has the capability and the willpower and how to make this club great again. But he really hopes he gets back by the board. And that's the thing. If the board doesn't back Amorim in the summer, he's gonna fail. You know, he's not gonna work with these players again all the time and make a better living or make a better state out of Man United. He's not gonna do that. You know, he needs the backing to get like 3 or 4, 5 players that he actually need for his system. You know, because the playing squad of the men's United team is like the catalyst to a better United. So it's just sad, but that's what it is. You know, but guys, let me know what you guys think about the interview was and how you think the international break is going. I hope some more players do well and they can come back in a lot of confidence, because we need to win against Lyon, because that's our only chance to get into Europe. You know, so I can tell it's all the better. Whew. Yeah, but guys, hey, again, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Share the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.